This is a very serious drama. It's sort of a problem play. It's about capital and labor. I wouldn't bother to make such a point of all this, except if, later on, you happen to see a bunch of naked women being chased through the woods. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Ha! This show is full of symbolism. I work at the sleep-tight pajama factory in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The pajama game is the game I'm in, and I'm proud to be in the pajama game. I love it. I can hardly wait to wake and get to work at 8. Nothing's quite the same as the pajama game. I'm an executive. I'm a time study man. I can tell you per second exactly how many stitches go into a pair of pajamas. I can time anything. You'll see when we get down to the factory. All right. Let her go! All right, girls. Hurry up. I got my stopwatch on you. Now, watch for the symbolism. Look out. Here comes the president of the union. He's sharp. He knows what's going on around here.
Hey, I lost my lunch bucket. Has anybody seen my lunch bucket?
No. Sorry.
See, I told you he was sharp.
Her is the cutest.
He's relaxing, but there's another side to his character.
How about it, Prez?
If we don't get our 7.5-cent raise by the 1st of the month, we strike.
You said it.
You said it.
See how ideas keep creeping through? That takes the sting off the sexy parts. Look out. Here comes my boss, Mr. Hassler. There's capital for you. Capital with a capital C. He's a great economist.
Wait! Turn off those damn lights! You think J.P. Morgan got rich leaving all those lights burning all over Wall Street? Where's my secretary? Bloodhead!
Yes, Mr. Hassler.
Oh, I love her. I love her.
Where's the new superintendent?
We can't find him. Here's Mabel. She'll know.
Mabel, where's Sorokin?
Oh, he's around the plant somewhere, Mr. Hassler. First, there was a leak in the water tower, then he went down to the boiler room.
Will you find him?
Yes, Mr.
Gladys,
Hassler.
take a letter.
Yes, sir.
Board of Directors. Employees demand for 7.5-cent raise absolutely unnecessary. Hide!
Yes, sir.
Keep things going. Gladys, blah.
Okay, Chief. All right, girls. Hurry up. I got my stopwatch on you. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Waste time. Hurry up. Waste time. When you're hurry up with the clock. When you're hurry up with the clock. And the second hand doesn't understand the hurry up. Breaking your fingers, aching your constitution isn't made of rock. It's hurry up. Racing with the hurry up with the racing with the clock. It's losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with the clock.
Hurry up, girls. Seconds are ticking. Seconds are ticking.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. Waste time. Hurry up. Waste time. When you're racing with the waste time. When you're racing with the waste time. The second hand doesn't understand the track. Can't waste time. And your constitution isn't made of rock. It's a can't waste time. The race can't waste time. Clock.
How in hell can I buy me a swell new second-hand car on that salary he pays?
I like a man with spunk.
You like a man, period!
All right, girls. Cut out the laughing. Tempest fugit. Tempest fugit.
Waste, waste, waste.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Can't waste time. Can't waste time.
You're racing.
Can't waste time.
You're racing.
Can't waste time.
The second.
Can't waste time. Can't waste time. Your constitution isn't made of rock. Hurry up, waste time. Hurry up, waste time. Can't waste time. Racing, 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 racing with the clock.
We can fix this while they're at lunch. No, number 9.
Here you are.
Thanks.
This new super won't last. A Chicago guy. You don't belong in this town. The whole second floor is broke down and they couldn't find him. He was fixing up a boiler and then he yells at me. I don't stand for that. And there's plenty of other places I can work. I don't have to take that crap off of nobody.
Give me a screwdriver.
And you know what they're paying up at the packing plant? 93 up. Now that ain't hay either.
Screwdriver!
Oh, Mr. Sorokin.
Yes, Mabel?
Mr. Hassler's gone to the shipping room. He wants you right away.
I've got to finish this. I can't.
Yes, I know. Mr. Hassler's sort of difficult sometimes. You're the 3rd superintendent we've had this year.
And I'm the last one you'll have this year, Mabel, because I want this job.
Oh, you don't say.
Now you're talking, boy.
Bring me a switch.
I'll tell him you're awful busy.
Thanks.
And let me tell you something else. They're paying 84 up at that casket company.
My God, you'd be a sensation up at the casket company. Maybe you could get a job as a tester and just lie around in coffins all day long. Now hurry up.
I'm hurrying.
Well, hurry faster.
Hey, you can't do that to me.
The hell I can't. I just did. Got the screws?
Well, I'll fix you. I'm getting the grievance committee.
Go get them. It'll give you something to do.
I don't have to take that crap off of nobody.
Go away. You bother me.
I'll show you. I'm on my weak arm, too. And that grievance committee can start quite a rhubarb.
The whole town's a rhubarb.
You'll get used to it.
I hope so. Get a bigger switch, and we'll need a fuse. Move! A new town is a blue town. Who do you know, and show me what you can do, town. There's no red carpet at your feet. If you're not tough, they'll try to bring you down in a new blue town. The old town, it's not like the old town. You don't take long to find that you're in a cold town. But you know you can't lick it. Didn't buy a round-trip ticket to this cold, cold new blue town. Well, nobody asked me to come here. And nobody asked me to stay. Made up my own mind, and I know that I'll find my own way. Since that first day when I said, "Hi, town," they've damn well tried to make me say goodbye, town. But I won't leave until I make it my town. They'll see this one-horse, two-bit hick of a new town ain't gonna lick me.
Sorokin! Sorokin! Mr. Hassler is looking for you.
Did you get lost?
I had to fix the number 9 machine.
I expected you in the shipping room.
Don't pay any attention to him, Sid.
Thanks.
When did you get so familiar with him? Sid, what's that supposed to mean?
It doesn't mean anything. I just like to be a little friendly.
Friendly. You're always flirting.
Oh!
Dancing on the green. Jukeboxes.
After this, when I send for you, I'll expect you. That's the way we run things around here.
Tried to make me say goodbye, town. But I won't leave until I make it my town. They'll see this one-horse, two-bit hick of a new town ain't gonna lick me.
Mr. Sorokin, I told you to be careful. dreadful. When I heard about you beating up this girl...
I didn't beat her up.
She's dangling her arm like it's hurt terrible.
Let her take it up with the committee.
I already did that. Here comes Babe Williams.
Good. I'll be delighted to talk to him.
Where there's the whole grievance committee.
Oh, this is the committee.
That's right, Mr. Sorokin. This is the committee.
Well, Charlotte, this grievance committee is different.
Never mind the snow job.
I'm sorry. All right, look. I shoved the kid. What's the next move?
She says you hit her.
No, I just... Look, Miss Wilson, I've got quite a few
Her
problems.
name is Miss Williams.
What's the difference?
I'm sorry, Miss Williams.
It doesn't matter.
Well, he ought to know the committee's right name.
Take it easy. Look, Mr. Sorokin, I have quite a few problems on my own right here. This helper says you socked her.
She does?
Yes, I do.
Let's say I shoved her. It sounds more refined.
Mr. Sorokin, Mr. Hassler wants to see you in his office right now.
Tell him to... Tell him okay.
This is a crisis. The tops are 15 minutes behind the bottoms.
Let's be practical. This is a lot of damn nonsense.
We don't happen to think so, Mr. Sorokin. You're not supposed to strike an employee. We have rules about that.
I know. For both sides, I hope. Look, I'll spread it on the table. This young lady needs vocational guidance.
You think so?
She wants to be a bank president. I don't believe she's happy as a factory helper.
I don't see what all this has to do with it.
Oh, forget it. Seems you haven't made a very good impression on our new superintendent.
He ain't got no right to shove me around, especially on my weak arm.
Look, Miss Williams, I've got to get this factory going. Can't we take this up later?
Of course we can, Mr. Sorokin. It's all in the rule book. Go tell the nurse to check your arm and send me a report.
Can't shove me around. It was broke once already.
Thanks for your cooperation, Miss Williams.
It's all in the rule book.
I must read that rule book sometime.
You certainly should.
All I have to say is, you're the cutest grievance committee I've ever had to deal with.
All right, girls, hurry up. I've got my stopwatch on you.
The clock, we're racing with the clock. And the second hand doesn't understand that your back may break and your fingers ache and your constitution isn't made of rock. It's a losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with. It's a losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with. It's a losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with. It's a losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with. It's a losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with. It's a losing race when you're racing with the racing with the racing with the clock.
You elected me as president? You've got to have confidence in me. But I only said... Look, this is no time to be talking about no ultimatums and no strikes. Yes, but that's 7.5... Wait a minute. There ain't a question we're going to get that 7.5 cents. Other companies are paying it, and we're entitled. But we got to be smart. Wait till old Hassler's got so many orders in, he can't afford to shut the factory down. Then we got him.
Well, I wouldn't want no super trying to shove me around.
Hiya, Prez.
Hello? Say, babe, what about that kid that got hit? What'd the super have to say for himself?
She's a phony. Hasn't even got a bruise on her arm.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, if that guy Sorokin ever really hit her, he'd break her in two.
Okay.
Mr. Sorokin is so strong. He's so wonderful.
What's this?
The new super. I think he's simply woo-woo, don't you?
I didn't notice.
I noticed.
I thought Babe was noticing too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she lit up.
You girls are getting all kinds of...
Love comes at last to Babe Williams.
Oh, get off it. I hardly looked at the man. I'm the grievance committee. Love, are you nuts?
Some people can't tell when it hits them.
Oh, please. All you gotta do is say hello to a man, and they have you whispering in his ear. All you gotta do is be polite with him, and they have you spending the night with him. If there's a guy you merely have a beer with, they've got you setting the wedding date. It seems they've just gotta have some dirt to bend your ear with. So before they start, I herewith state, I'm not at all in love, not at all in love, not I, a bit, not a mite, though I'll admit he's quite a hunk of guy, but he's not my cup of tea, not my cup of tea, not he, not an ounce, not a pinch, he's just an inch too sure of himself for me.
Well, of course, you've noticed his manly physique and the look in his eye. Say, I'm sure he can cut most any man down to size. He must be as fierce as a tiger when he's mad. And I'll bet he cries like a little boy when he's sad.
But I'm not at all in love, not at all in love, not I, not a straw, not a hair. I don't care if he's as strong as a lion, or if he has the rest of your cyan. You may be sold, but this girl ain't buying. I'm not at all in love.
She's not at all in love, not at all in love, oh no.
Not a pin, not a crumb.
Must be the summer heat that gives her that glow. 'Cause she's not at all in love, not at all in love. She cries.
Not a snip, not a bite.
Must be the light from the ceiling shining there in her eyes. He's young and handsome and smart, and we can't get over it.
But this lady's heart he doesn't affect a bit.
It's easy to see that her daffy grin is the grin she always wears. And she's breathless because she ran up a flight of stairs.
Obviously. Naturally. Certainly.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Obviously.
Naturally.
Certainly. She's not at all in love, not at all in love, not she.
No, I'm not.
Not a dot,
Not a touch.
no, not much.
When I fall in love, there'll be no doubt about it, 'cause you will know from the way that I shout it.
You're shouting.
I haven't fallen.
She hasn't fallen.
I'm not at all in
Got those figures, Mr. Hassler?
They're in the file.
Where's your boss?
He went down to the boiler room. A couple of girls had a fight. Superintendent's office. Yes, Sid. Lisa Rusiniello. That's her name. She's supposed to be very elegant. A redhead. I heard she can sew a button on a fly like she was pouring tea for the Queen of England.
Mabel.
Come. Want to buy a ticket for the picnic? Here. One hard-earned $1. And I hope that ham ain't as salty as it was last time. I was dried up for a week after. Thanks.
What are you doing? Leaving him a note, huh? Carrying on with Sorokin, huh?
Oh, Vernon!
I saw you leave that note on his desk. I'm not blind. That's why you wore that low-neck dress to work today.
You make me scream, Vernon! You just make me scream!
Well, just tell me what's in it. I dare you to tell me.
Read it. Then go cut your throats.
Okay. Payroll, $7,524.01.
That means I love you in the Morse code.
Ain't you ashamed of yourself, Heinzie?
Now that we got all of that settled, do you think you could trust me as far as the ladies' room?
I'll never be jealous again, Mabel. Never.
Maybe I'll give you cause someday.
Oh, Heinzie. Heinzie.
I'll never be jealous again, Mabel. Never.
You stick to it now.
Absolutely.
That's easier said than done.
I can do it.
I knew it. But let's take an example, just for fun. Picture this. You're sitting and waiting for her to come back and she's late.
There I am. I'm sitting and waiting for her to come back and she's late.
Here she comes. The dinner's not ready. You thought that you two had a date.
Here she comes. The dinner's not ready. I thought that we two had a date.
Later on, she gets a bouquet with a card and it's saying to baby, you are great. Well, Heinzie, what would you do then?
I would trust her. I would trust her. By George, I swear I would trust her. No, I'll never be jealous again.
That's the stuff, Heinzie. Now let's take another example. Picture this. You've nothing to do, so you drop in a chat for a
There
while.
I am, with nothing to do, so I drop into chat for a while.
Something's up. The window is open and Gladys is forcing a smile.
Something's up. The window is open and Gladys is forcing a
Then you
smile.
see a shirt and a tie and a pair of pants and a nice, neat little pile. Well, Heinzie?
I would trust her. I would trust her. By George, I swear I would trust her. No, I'll never be jealous. I'll never, 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 never be jealous again.
That's the stuff, Heinzie. You're practically cured.
There will be no more nightmares to sleep through. No more keyholes to peep through. That's my plan.
Well, now that you're a new man, picture this. You go to your sweetie's apartment, you borrow the key.
There I am. I go to my sweetie's apartment, I borrow the key.
Then you see, she's giving a sailor a very affectionate squeeze.
And I see she's giving a sailor a very affectionate squeeze.
Then to boot, she tells you she was in the arms of her cousin who's back from overseas.
The arms of her cousin from overseas. You expect me to believe that?
See?
I would trust her. I would trust her. By George, I swear I would trust her. No, I'll never be jealous. I'll never, 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 never be jealous again.
I wouldn't know.
What's my book doing here anyhow?
The old man's got a bad case of bookitis, hasn't he?
Oh, yes.
Say, Mabel, what kind of a girl is Babe Williams?
Babe? She's peppy. Full spunk.
She married?
No, not quite.
What do you mean, not quite?
Wow. She was close once. She was engaged to this Johnson boy, and then one time at a football game, she pushed him right off the end of the bleachers and gave him a concussion. That broke the engagement.
Outdoor girl.
Gladys is crying. She's hysterical. Gum. I don't know.
She brought the ledger up here to enter the cost totals, Mr. Hassler.
Well, why the hell couldn't somebody say so, Gladys?
Give me ladies' pants. Is this you, Prez? Sorokin speaking. Whatever happened to that complaint? The helper I'm supposed to have socked. I'd like to get it settled. Could you send the grievance committee down to my office? No, right away, thanks.
I heard. You had an eye for her.
You hear things quick around here. Next thing you know, they'll be talking about us.
Don't think it hasn't been mentioned.
Memo. Cutting foreman. Too many rejects on rayon crepe numbers.
Hello!
Come in. Look into it and report back. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Hassler. I'll be there right away. Gladys is still crying. He wants me to take a couple letters. I need my book. It's crazy.
It's important.
I forgot my book. Maybe Gladys is okay.
No. I mean, if he
never
called you,
know.
it's got to be
she
really
can pull
important.
herself together really fast.
I don't know about that. I've seen Gladys.
Are you sure?
No, I think she really needs your help.
Do you need assistance, though?
No, I think I can really
I am
handle
your
this on my
assistant.
own.
Are you positive?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah, and I really think you should go help Gladys right now.
Okay. Do you have a pencil that I could, have? 'Cause I don't have one.
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, look at that. So prepared. Okay, bye.
Have a nice chat.
I'd like to talk to you about that assault and battery case.
Oh, we thought we would just forget about that, Mr. Sorokin.
Yes?
Yeah, we all knew that injured arm was a lot of nonsense. To be honest with you, we've had trouble with her before.
I can believe that. If you only knew what I had to go through to get her to kick across a screwdriver, I'd have been justified if I had socked her.
Well, we won't go into that, but we have it down in our books as a slight nudge.
You know, personally, I think a little physical punishment is good for people once in a while.
You do, Captain Bligh.
No, not exactly. Sit down for a minute, will you, Miss Williams? I want to speak with you. How about a date?
What?
How about going out to dinner some night?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe check up on some of the local hot spots.
Thanks, but I don't think so.
What is this strange power I have over women?
It's nothing personal.
Looks like I struck out that time.
It's just, it really wouldn't work. I mean, you're the superintendent and I'm the grievance committee.
Memo. Timekeeper. Be sure all girls fill out cards properly and check. Memo. To Sid Sorokin. Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too wise. Hey there, you on that high flying cloud. Though she won't throw a crumb to you, you think someday she'll come to you. Better forget her, her with her nose in the air. She has you dancing on a string. Break it and she won't care. Will you take this advice I hand you like a brother? Or are you not seeing things too clear? Are Are you just too far gone to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other? You with the stars in your eyes. Who? Me? I've never made a fool of you. Not until now. Yeah, I was. Once. I hear you. Don't rub it in. Shut up! Forget her. Her with her nose in the air. A puppet on a string. She won't care for me. Take this advice I hand you like a brother. Or am I not seeing things too clear? Have you too much love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other?
Type pajamas, believe me. I knocked it for a loop in New York, New Jersey, LA, Philly. Best season I ever had.
Well, there seems there's been a mix-up. There ain't gonna be enough baked beans to go around. Oh, Ray! I know, but if the people who want baked beans go a little lighter on the potato salad, and the people who want potato salad go a little lighter on the baked beans, I think we'll be okay.
Who likes potato salad?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's Heinzie, Gladys?
He couldn't keep up with me.
Boy, they gotta be good to keep up with you. And this is the day I say, let yourself go. Huh?
You want to go someplace?
Aw, you know what I mean. Say, that's a mighty nifty outfit you got on. I go for that.
I go for that.
I don't know. I brought a dress along too. Heinzie says this is too revealing.
It ain't too nothing. You go tell Heinzie to go roll a hoop down Main Street. You got class, honey. You're beautiful.
I know I'm beautiful. Probably the most beautiful girl north of Keokuk, Iowa. But you got a wife, Prez.
Ah, forget that. Her and me is total strangers. Listen, baby. I wouldn't never tell this to nobody else but you. To nobody else but you, I would never tell this. What I mean to say is you're different from the rest. Baby, you're the best. And I wouldn't never tell this to nobody else but you.
I'll go on. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha!
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha! Her is the kind of doll what drives a fella bats isn't her.
Her is.
Her is. The kind of doll what drives a fella bats isn't her.
Her is.
My wife, she ain't understanding. She ain't like her is. This here ain't no line I'm handing, or I should drop dead right where I'm standing. Her is a snappy dresser, what is dressed to kill isn't her.
Her is.
Her is the only doll from which I get a thrill isn't her.
Her is.
Her is running away, but her sure can bet him is gonna get her yet. I'm gonna get her yet.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha! A snappy dresser, what is dressed to kill isn't her.
Her is.
Her is the only doll from which I get a thrill isn't her.
Her is.
Her is running away, but her sure can bet him is gonna get her yet. I'm gonna get her yet. And now we're going to hear from another speaker. And at this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to somebody, and he don't really need any introduction on account as we all know him, and it's always a pleasure to have him with us. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our boss, Mr. Myron Hassler.
Thank you! I'm proud to be with you. We're all members of a great industry. To that we owe our lives and daily bread. In return, however, we must recognize the stern obligations placed upon us during these terrible times of economic upheaval and governmental chaos. I can never remember a time when competition was so ruthless, dealers so cantankerous, and profit margins sunk so low. My good friends, pajamas are at the crossroads. Whether we go on to greater triumphs lies in you. Whether your company can weather the storm of rising costs is the great question. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hassler. I'm sure we all enjoyed hearing from you. And certainly nice to have you with us. Now, first thing before we leave the festive board, there will be a knife-throwing exhibition by Professor Vernon Hines.
And I'm Everness.
The baseball game will start at 1:30 sharp, between the finishing room and ladies' pants. This is a grudge contest, and it ought to be good. Now, who wants to be my partner in the three-legged race? That's all.
Me for the baseball!
Yeah, baseball!
I want to be in the three-legged race. You can't win if you don't practice. What do you mean?
Hear ye! This way for the knife throwing!
Hello, gorgeous. How about another beer?
All right,
This way.
but the refreshment
No,
stand is...
no, it's out this way.
Hear ye! This way for the knife throwing!
Well, if it isn't Miss Grievance Committee.
Oh, hello.
I have a grievance. There's a new fellow here named, Sid Sorokin. Been knocking himself out trying to be a dandy fellow, but he can't make a score.
You tell him Miss Williams is a very cold, hard-boiled doll, and he wouldn't like her much if he got to know her.
I'll tell him, but he's an awful problem. Stubborn as hell.
Hurry, hurry now! Make way for the old professor!
Wait for me to place my knives.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! For a ride of thrills! Introducing Master of the Flying Blades, Professor Vernon Hall! Yeah! In his sensational demonstration of iron nerve and skill, exactly as performed in his professional appearances in the crowd house of Missouri and Kansas. Are you ready, Professor?
And now, if some daring young lady in the audience will consent to stand against the board, I will show you the act as it should be played.
No thanks. I'm good.
It's too dangerous.
I'm full of yourself.
Thank you, Sorokin.
It's an insult. My skill has never been questioned before.
Go sober up.
Hey, kids, guess what? Pastor's playing first base and he's so funny!
I tell you, I'm not jealous.
I didn't say you were jealous. I said you were drunk.
Well, you can't have everything.
Pansy!
Where are you going, May?
No place special.
You're an impetuous girl.
I get along all right.
That defiant policy of yours is going to get you into trouble someday, Catherine Williams.
It's been working out all right so far.
Look, I've got a new policy for both you and me.
Oh?
Let's quit fighting.
What fight?
Come here, Catherine.
Where are we going?
Babe and Sid are going for a walk. The new policy. Gee, baby, you're terrific.
You're not so bad yourself.
This is my once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Felt the morning sun and knew that this was my once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Even got a date with you. I feel like hopping up and down like a kangaroo, jumping fences, climbing trees. What pleases me is what I'll do, 'cause this is our once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Everyone's entitled to be wild, be a child, be a goof, raise the roof. Once a year, this is our once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Once a year we're jumping fences. This is our once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Once a year we lose our senses. Look at Charlie up a tree, kissing Katie's ear. Life is not as hell.
Oh, well, it happens once a year, and
This is our once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Everyone's entitled to be wild, be a child, be a goof, raise the roof. Once a year.
Look at Papa Halter Bush, 92 today. Running off with Sandy Lee.
He's headed for that pile of hay, 'cause this is his once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Everyone's entitled to be wild, be a child, be a goof, raise the roof. Once a year. Oh my gosh! Wow! That's right. Oopsie. Oopsie's the best.
fences, feel like hopping up and down like a kangaroo. Jumping fences, climbing trees, what pleases me is what I'll do, 'cause this is our once a year day, once a year day. Everyone's entitled to be wild, be a child, be a goof, raise the roof. Once a year.
Do you know what I like about picnics? They bring people together.
They sure do.
Say, I never knew you was aware I was alive until today.
How could I miss you? You're the kind that stands out in a crowd. You know what I mean? You know something else? That's a mighty elegant outfit you got on.
Oh, it's just casual. Listen, Prez, what would your wife say?
Forget that. Her and me hardly talk to each other anyways.
You don't?
Certainly not.
You know something? Something I like about you. You got such a swell brain.
So have you.
And you're a snappy dresser, too.
Oh, I get around.
I go for that.
I go for you.
Ha, ha, ha.
Her is the kind of doll that drives a fella bats. Isn't her?
Her is.
Her has the kind of shape what really is the cat's. Hasn't her?
Her has.
I've seen what girls east to west have. None have what her has. Yes, you have seen what the best have, but you have twice as much as the rest have. Her is a snappy dresser, what is dressed to kill. Isn't her?
Her is.
Her is the only doll from which I get a thrill. Isn't her?
Her is.
Her is running away, but her sure can bet him is gonna get her yet. I'm gonna get her yet.
When you first come here after that picnic last week, she says to me, "Don't be a pest, don't talk too damn much." But it might be worse if I didn't talk at all, eh, Sid?
You're right.
As I always say, a railroad man can't be too much of a damn pest, 'cause he ain't home enough.
You go out on your run tonight, don't you?
Yes, off to Milwaukee, doggone it. Say, here's something you don't see every day.
I agree. What is it?
A petrified bat.
Now, Pop, Sid is not interested in petrified bats.
Well, what the hell, dear? I never said he was.
I know you.
The tyranny of women.
Too bad.
Well, I'd better be off. Old number 15 mates for no man. Say, Sid, do you like stamps?
Pop!
Well, even if you don't, this is something that should be interesting to anybody. 2 sets of mint Columbians. Play blocks on every issue since 1919.
Well, thanks.
Well, I'd better be off. Good night, Katie.
Good night.
Come around anytime, Sid.
I'd like to. Well, now we can settle down for a nice, long evening with the stamp album. Say, he has got a full set of mint Columbians.
Sure he does. That's why I work at Sleep Tight.
He's a nice guy, babe.
You're a good boy, Sid. He likes you, too.
I feel good, babe. I feel like home.
I wonder if we've got any onions.
Onions?
I'm gonna make a Western. You want one?
That's my baby, boys. She wants a Western. No, honey, I do not want a Western. Food is not uppermost in my thoughts at the moment.
I guess you'll want some coffee too.
No, it'll keep me awake. Now cut that out.
What's the matter, lover?
I don't wanna talk small talk. Now that I'm alone with you, I don't wanna talk small talk. We've got bigger things to do. Let's not talk of the weather or the fashions for the fall. Why don't you stop all this small talk? I've got something better for your lips to do, and that takes no talk at all.
I gotta buy me a dressy dress. The one that I have is such a mess.
Small talk.
Who will you vote for next election? How do you like the stamp collection?
Small talk. Read in a book the other day that halibut spawn in early May, and horses whinny and donkeys bray, and furthermore, the native tribes in Africa may have a war.
No!
Yes! I don't wanna talk small
What do you think they charge for ham now?
Now that I'm alone with you,
Got so a buck ain't worth a damn now.
I don't wanna talk
Read
small
where the winters are getting milder,
We've got bigger things to do,
and that the teenage kids are wilder.
Let's not talk of the
One of these days I'll paint the kitchen,
or the fashions for the
get Pop to put a new light switch in.
Why don't you stop all this small talk?
Like I was saying,
I've got something better.
what I mean is,
your
I was only. I think I'll go make that Western.
Oh, babe, have a heart.
Sid, there's something I gotta talk to you about.
What?
I think you're wonderful, and I love you, but we're in for a lot of trouble.
No, baby, why should we be?
There's something gonna come between us.
Who?
Not any who. 7.5 cents.
Oh, that.
That contract. It's important. Maybe we ought to face that before.
Don't talk nonsense.
Sid, you mustn't treat me like a baby.
I'm not, darling.
Ugh. You've gotta listen. I don't know why the union's so important to me, but it is. I guess you've gotta be on a side, and that's why no matter what's with us, I'm gonna be fighting for my side, and fighting hard.
All right. How do you feel about me, babe?
I love you terribly.
If we both feel that way about each other, isn't that enough?
You don't know me.
Babe, I love you.
All right. I can take it if you can. I don't wanna talk small talk.
I've got something better for your lips to do, and that takes no talk at all.
Mr. Hassler just called. I spoke to him personally. He said he wants to see us in his office at noon.
Does that mean we've won?
We've won! We've won! We've won! We've won!
Calm down, May. He just wants to talk to us.
Shouldn't we wait for Babe?
What for? You know who she's going with, Mr. Somebody Special.
Oh, Babe's all right.
I didn't say she wasn't, but she sure is busy these days.
I don't think a girl should get too emotional over the management.
Babe can take care of herself.
The trouble is, when you start falling for a guy, how do you know how far you're going to fall?
Oh, hello, Babe. We're talking about you.
What's new?
Are you coming?
No, I've got a date.
Ooh. Have fun.
I will.
Here I am.
Hi.
Hi. Did I keep you waiting?
Makes it much nicer when you get here.
I've got one more thing to do. Do you mind another 5 minutes?
I don't mind anything. I love you.
Babe, are you happy?
I don't even touch the ground.
It's good, isn't it?
So good, I can hardly believe it. Tell me.
Again?
Tell me.
I love you.
Tell me.
I love you more than all the heroes in all the history books in the world.
Tell me.
What a woman! I'll tell you. There once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he slew the dragon for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more.
Tell me.
And there once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he gave his kingdom for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more. My love is a giant, fierce and defiant, but how can I prove it to you? Ain't got no kingdom, no dragon, a back of my bragging. How can I show what I would do? I only know there once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he ate the apple for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more.
There once was a woman who loved a man. He was the one that she took poison for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more. And there once was a woman who loved a man. He was the one she swam the channel for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more. My love's meteoric, it's merely historic. A whirlwind, a cyclone on wheels. It rocks my whole solar plexus, it's bigger in Texas. I just can't tell you how it feels. I only know there once was a woman who loved a man. Loved enough to cause the Trojan War. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more, 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 more.
More than a lion loves her cub.
More than a limey loves his pub.
More than a flounder loves his fin.
More than a guzzler loves his gin.
More,
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 more.
more. There once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he slew
He
the
was the one
dragon
that she took poison
for.
for.
They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more. But me, I love you more.
they're saying? What is Mr. Hassler saying?
Well, the committee's in there talking to Mr. Hassler right now.
I'm steering clear of there. I'll go get my lunch. Well, babe.
Howdy, Mabel.
I hear you and Sid make a lovely couple on the dance floor.
Sure thing!
I told you we wouldn't get no place. Another runaround, Fred.
He's a fighter, he says. Oh, what a line.
Wait a minute, please. Mr. Hassler wants to speak with you again.
Oh, we don't want to hear it, Gladys.
Now, May, quiet down.
Now, I just want to add one thought. Let's not adjourn with any hard feelings. We want to preserve that fine, sleep-tight spirit.
That's easy to say, Mr. Hassler, but we're not getting any place.
Yeah!
I didn't say no. I said not now.
Look, Mr. Hassler, this thing's been dragging on for months. The help are getting very jumpy. Their patience is about to wear out.
I want to be fair, but really...
Look, I'm going to tell you the plain truth. We know this company's doing one hell of a business. We might have no education, but we got eyes and ears.
Everyone in the industry has had a 7.5-cent raise.
As I said, I want to be fair. That's always been my policy. So I don't give you yes. If I don't give you no, I'm going to talk to the board, and that's the way we're going to leave it. Gladys!
So what now, Prez?
Slow down.
Attaboy. This is it. There's the bell. This is what we've been waiting for.
Gotta get started someplace.
Slow down. You're in charge of the room, babe. Get to it. Slow down.
Something's very wrong. What's the matter?
I guess I'm just overworked or something, Mr. Hines. Ever since lunch, I just can't seem to get the hang of it.
Well, I think I get the hang of it. I'm going to talk to the superintendent and what's going on around here.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. When you're racing with the clock, when you're racing with the clock, and the second hand doesn't understand that your back may break and your fingers ache and your constitution isn't made of rock.
All right, girls, just a minute. Now listen to me. This is a nice little show you're putting on here, but I don't like it. My job is to turn out goods in this factory, and that's what we're going to do. You have a contract. I didn't make it, but it's there. I want a day's work for a day's pay.
Of course.
I can still hire and fire around here, you know. Now let's go.
Somebody jam the line.
Who did that?
I did.
You're fired.
No.
I am?
Yes.
That's fine. First vacation I've had in 3 years. I need one. So long, girls.
No, babe, you need to
Where's
come back.
Charlotte? We'll be operating again in 15 minutes. Now clear out till I call you back.
We need a fuse and a switch. Ah! Boy, look out.
Yeah. Twice.
I'll go grab it.
Better for forget her. Her with her nose in the air. She has you dancing on a string. Break it and she won't care. Will you take this advice I hand you like a brother? Or am I not seeing things too clear? Am I too much in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other?
this is just going to be a short meeting because the Boilermakers local has got the hall spoke for 8 o'clock. So them that wants to get down to the tri-stage meet will have plenty of time. Now, what's going on down at the plant, we all know as good as I. And any members who come down to me who say, "What good is the union? Why should I pay my dues?" Why, they could get a mighty good object lesson for where they would be now in this here battle for the 7.5 cents. Which we sure as hell are gonna get. Yeah. So leave us all remember that the union should always be in our minds, next to our loved ones and our tots and kids. Now, before we break up, we're gonna have a little entertainment. And I hope you show some special courtesy tonight because a couple of the cutting room girls has got up an act with Gladys Hotchkiss from the front office. And if these good folk is good enough to come down here and do this act for us, why, the least you can do is not sneak out the back like last time. This little number they worked up for us is something that's right on the nose because it's about getting hot. And my fellow union members, that is what we're doing. Getting hot.
I got steam heat. I got steam heat. I got steam heat. But I need your love to keep away the cold. I got steam heat. I got steam heat. I got steam heat. But I can't get on without your hand to hold. The radiator's hissing, still I need your kissing to keep me from freezing each night. I got a hot water bottle, but nothing I got'll take the place of you holding me tight. I got steam heat. I got steam heat. I got steam heat, but I need your love to keep away the cold. They told me to shovel more coal in the boiler. They told me to shovel more coal in the boiler. They told me to shovel more coal in the boiler. But that don't do no good. They told me to pour some more oil in the burner. They told me to pour some more oil in the burner. They told me to pour some more oil in the burner. But that don't do no good. Boing, boing. Boing, boing. Boing, boing. I need your love to keep away the cold. I need your love to keep away the cold.
We can't just sit here and do nothing. We gotta make plans. Hassler's not gonna give in easy.
We got the slowdown.
Yes, but I mean other things. Like a suggestion from Jake Feidermeyer. Why, when he was working at the Ironclad, they spit tobacco juice in the back hip pockets of the overalls.
Oh, I draw the line at spitting tobacco.
I wasn't suggesting that.
What if the Packers put the size large bottoms with the size small tops and like that?
Sure.
Now that's what I mean. That's constructive, clear thinking.
Hello? Sure, I recognize your voice. Look, I have several people here right now, and it wouldn't do any good anyhow. Goodbye. I'm sorry.
Babe been saying, look, I don't want to get Babe into trouble, but...
What trouble can you get me into? I'm fired already.
Well, the committee ought to do something about that, too.
Well, if she hadn't stood up and said she did, we could have. But if somebody up and admits they've been busting up company property, look, I'm going to give confidence just inside the committee. Some of the buttons ain't been sewed on too good. Wait till salesman comes screaming back to Hassler.
Hello.
Mr. Williams!
Big meeting, hey? Don't let me interrupt.
How was your trip?
Dirty. I got another hot box on the siding for 25 minutes.
Well, that's about it anyhow.
Sure.
And let's all be thinking of new ways to jam things up.
Much obliged for the hospitality.
That's all right.
What do you mean you have to go home?
Look, May, my wife will be raising hell.
Well, you should have thought about that before.
Look, let me drive you home.
No, don't bother.
Say, I stopped down at the bar on the way home, and you'll never guess who I ran into.
Old Man Hassler and Rita Hayworth?
No, Sid.
Uh-huh. Sid. What's he up to?
The way I got it, he just been phoning you or something of that kind. What happened between you two?
Never mind, Pop.
That's what I told Sid. I told him to forget it and come on up.
Oh, Pop, you're too fresh.
That boy don't feel good about something.
Neither do I.
Come on in, Sid.
Yes, do come in.
Make yourself to home.
Have you really been away?
Sure. I went to Chicago to visit the Lincoln Park Zoo.
Look, just because we're on different sides, is that any reason for you and me to get all balled up?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Not to me, it doesn't. What kind of a queen are you anyway?
Haven't you heard? I'm the sweetheart of Local 343 Associated Garment Workers of North America. My gosh, Sid, I warned you. I told you all about how I felt. You know, I happen to think there are certain things a person has to stand for in this life. But I guess you forgot all about that.
I forgot nothing. They pay me to run the factory.
So run the factory. You stick to your side and I'll stick to mine.
Look, Miss Williams, I love you. Corny, ain't it? Did you hear me?
Yes.
Babe, can't you see my side of it? I can't fail at this. I was a cutting room foreman when I bluffed my way into this job, and I'm going to fight to stay here. And now that I've got you in my plans, I'm fighting even harder.
Watch those hands, Tycoon.
Well, here we are.
What you got there, Pop? Your stamp album?
Now, don't get too excited. If Sid doesn't want to have a look at it, why, he don't have to. No law against my looking at it, is there?
Oh, but Sid likes stamps. He told me himself. Don't you, Sid?
Yeah, I was looking at it the other night.
Well, of course he does. There's universal appeal in something like stamps.
Sid's very interested, Pop, but me, I'm just plain bushed, so, you don't mind if I slide off to bed, do you?
Run along, honey. Good night, dear.
Good night. Sleep well.
Thanks.
Sid, suppose we start with a Pan-American issue.
I guess that's as good a place to start off as any.
Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too wise. Hey there, you on that high flying cloud. Though you are acting cold to him, you know your heart is sold to him. Get on the ball, girl. Just take it all in your stride. Don't let him make you fall apart. You
excuse me.
I hate women. That's what I do. Especially young flippity gibbets. Girls! Girls, what are you doing? You're a disgrace to my training. You're hurting my feelings.
Mr. Hines, we didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's nothing personal, Mr. Hines.
It cuts. It cuts. I have a notion to just throw my stopwatch and give up altogether.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
They let you turn us all over again.
Hines! Where is Mr. Hassler?
I thought you were in Peoria.
As for Mr. Hassler, I get Peoria. Don't tell me you're part of this slowdown, too.
Did you hear that?
He seemed awfully upset.
To accuse me of the slowdown.
Oh, not you.
Me! Me. A man who has lived his life by the clock.
We're sorry, Mr. Hines.
We'll be good.
Sure.
I'm a time study man, and a time study man can't waste time. For a time study man to waste time is a crime. So I'm ruled by the tick, tick, tock, and I live my life by the clock. I live my life by the tick, tick, tock of the clock. When I go to sleep, I don't undress. Oh yes, I sleep in all my clothes. I must confess, you say a strange way to behave. Well, I will admit that the suit gets mussed and it gathers lint and it picks up dust. But think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves.
The alarm clock rings. It's 6 a.m. And then right there in bed I shave. That's what I said. While I am still in bed I shave. And the lather drips and the bed gets wet, and oh, what a lousy shave I get. But think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, tempest fugitive. Tick-tock, time goes by.
How I love to sit and watch the seconds multiply at breakfast time. I grab a bowl, and in that bowl I drop an egg, then add some juice. A poor excuse for what I crave. And then I'll add some oatmeal too. Girls, come on. And it comes out tasting just like glue. But think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, tempest fugitive. Tick-tock, time goes by.
I'll be sitting counting seconds till the day I die. And when I do, I have a plan. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. That's what I said. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. Because when St. Peter calls my name, I know I'll get there just the same. But think of the time I'll save.
Think of the time he saves.
Girls, get back to your station. Come on, girls.
Teenage girl confesses.
I can't help it. It's the slowdown.
Teenage boy attacks school teacher.
Well, they'll get the pajamas somewhere else if we don't make deliveries. That's not my department.
Teenage sex orgies revealed. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, they sure have more fun nowadays than when I was a kid.
Good morning, Mr. Hassler.
Slow down like this proves what I've said for years. Nobody's interested in work anymore.
That's right.
Here I am with employees openly defying top management.
Look, Mr. Hassler, maybe if we offered a compromise.
Not until there's ice in hell 3 feet thick. I'm a fighter stroking.
We've got hundreds of orders to get out.
That's right, Mr. Hassler. In this letter from Marks and Klein over in Fort Wayne, Indiana, they say...
Marks and Klein? Damn chain outfits. Damn communists. One another price cut, I suppose.
Well, they say unless we take care of the shipment...
Now, Mabel, don't go telling me about Marks and Klein or anybody else. I've been dealing with them for 20 years.
But Mr. Hassler, they say...
I've been looking for you, Mr. Hassler.
Why are you here? Why are you out in your territory?
Because of what happened in Peoria.
The elevator's stuck.
You, Heinz, what size are you?
Size? Me? What is this? The elevator's stuck.
You look like medium. Come over here. I need you.
What's going on around here?
Take your pants off.
I'll do no such thing.
Mr. Hassler, though it may be embarrassing, this is for the survival of the Sweep Tight Company. I need him to try on these pajamas.
Take your pants off! Take them off, man! Take them off!
Okay, Chief. Me? Honest?
Come on, come on.
Oh, what a day.
You know, I'm a very busy man. I'm a time study man. I'm not a model.
This is for the good of Sweep Tight, mister.
Put your pants on. Let's get this over with, whatever this is.
Now, Mr. Hassler, I want you to get the picture. I'm showing these off to Charlie Robertson of the Robinson Brothers. Yes, that Charlie Robertson. Now, I ain't one of your type salesmen that believe in half measures. Ugh. Whenever I got a sample room, I got what we got Heinzie doing back there. I'm all the pants myself. Now, once Heinzie puts on the pants and I show it to all you, you'll see what my problem is.
Beautiful styling. What more do you want?
Let me finish. Let me finish, man. Now, I'm in Peoria, and I'm modeling these here pants. Mr. Robertson and his 2 buyers are very interested. Get the picture.
Go on, go on. I hope there's some point to all of this.
Now, Heinz, take a deep breath and stick your gut out.
This is truly ridiculous.
Everyone bear in mind, I got these pajamas right out of stock, right out of this here box. Now, Heinz, breathe in.
Breathe! He said to breathe! Let's get this. Oh, my
God. Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No! Leave him away!
What are you doing? Playing games? Mr. Heinz, really?
Let me see those.
They're all like that. Boxes and boxes of them.
Who did this?
Somebody's got quite a sense of humor.
What?
2 threads in every waistband button. Somebody's being very cute.
Cute! Sabotage! Open rebellion!
On the other hand, it might just be a coincidence.
Oh, put your pants back on!
What did you do, Vernon?
I didn't do anything.
Give me the stockroom.
Oh, I'm gonna be the laughingstock of the pajama game.
Wait, you never finished your story. What did the Robertson do when your pants fell down?
Keep your hands off me.
Laughed. No sense of humor.
Tell them to hold the orders until we've checked the stock. I'll be right down. Come on, Max.
They think they can like Myron Hassler with this sort of trickery. They got another guest coming. I'm a fighter! Damn communist! Heinz, get dressed, you idiot. I want a time-study report on each individual.
Now, Mr. Hassler, in this letter from Marks and Klein...
I don't care about anybody else.
Well...
Especially Marks and Klein, those damn communists! Gladys, get ready for the Board of Meeting Directors tomorrow.
Yes, sir, the books are all ready, except...
2 threads! That's all I got to tell them! 2 threads!
We're gonna have to recall an awful lot
Of orders.
How many?
They're gonna let us know.
Gladys, give me your entry.
Clear out for a while, will you, Mabel?
Oh, sure. I'll get something to settle my stomach.
That'll be all.
Mr. Hassler, I'd like to make a pitch.
Pitch? All right, pitch ahead.
All right, now before we get started, let me make my position clear. I'm for the company. First, last, and always. But labor problems have got to end up in one way. Compromise.
Sorokin, you've been around here long enough to learn something. But you seem a little slow. I'm a fighter. Keep your dukes up, boy.
Yes, but...
Come on,
Keep your dukes up, boy.
Dukes up? What does that mean?
Mr. Hassler wants me to take boxing lessons.
You certainly are a character.
And I'd like to get some information from you, too.
What kind?
Double entry.
Well, you're not going to get any information, so there.
Look, I'm a desperate man, and I hate to ask a cute kid like you for help, but...
Sid, dear, you wouldn't have me violate trust, would you?
I sure would, if it would help to unsnarl things around here.
Why is that so important?
Because my future depends on the titanic struggle for pajama survival.
You're a scream.
And I just feel that if I knew a little more about the bookkeeping of this...
Oh, no, not that.
Oh, I wouldn't ask you to show it to me. Just, leave it around.
No! Besides, it's locked anyhow.
I know a sexy dame who'd lend me the key.
Oh, you think so?
Well, it would be fun trying to persuade her.
Well, it might be fun to be persuaded, but you'd be awfully sore when you didn't get it.
Oh, no, Gladys. I'm grown up.
Quit kidding me. Well, I gotta go.
No, wait!
What?
Let's go out tonight.
Well, I hope you're not very serious about that key.
I don't feel like being serious about anything. You're busy, huh?
No! And I sure would like to, but how will you take me?
Any place you say.
I know a wonderful joint. I know a dark, secluded place. A place where no one knows your face. A glass of wine, a fast embrace. It's called Hernando's Hideaway. Olé. All you see are silhouettes, and all you hear are castanets. And no one cares how late it gets. Not at Hernando's Hideaway. At the Golden Finger Bowl or any place you go. You'll meet your Uncle Max and everyone you know. But if you are sitting close and making love to me, you may take my heart, you may take my soul, but not my key. Just knock 3 times and whisper low that you and I were sent by Joe. Then strike a match and you will know you're in Hernando's Hideaway.
Who's that?
Poopsie! Poopsie! Poopsie!
Hey, buddy, this ain't Poopsie.
I know a dark, secluded place, a place where no one knows your face. A glass of wine, a fast embrace. It's called Hernando's Hideaway. Olé.
Joe sent us.
Shh.
Poopsie! Poopsie!
At the Golden Finger Bowl or any place you go.
You will meet your Uncle Max and everyone you know.
But if you go to the spot that I am thinking of, you will be free to gaze at me and talk of love.
Just knock 3 times and whisper low that you and I are sent by Joe. Then strike a match and you will know you're in Hernando's Hideaway. Olé.
I told you what I was up to, didn't I?
I forgot. Tell me again.
I'm gonna get that key away from you.
You'll never get my key. You'll never get my key.
Shh, they'll hear you.
You think I'm terrible, don't you?
Hey, I thought you was at the bowling alley.
We was.
What?
Babe, Babe wanted to come here. We was gonna get thrown out anyways. Heinzie came in drunk and threw a ruckus.
Did you feel good, babe?
Wasn't my night.
Come on, let's dance.
Hey, you're coming to the union rally, aren't you?
Well, sure. What do you think?
What's the matter, Sid?
I don't feel so good.
You're sick, you mean?
No, not sick, just kind of depressed.
Oh, look, don't be repressed. Oh, look, see? There it is, take it.
This is a lousy trick, Gladys.
I'll just lend it to you, but you can't tell anybody and you gotta give it back in the morning.
Thanks a hell of a lot.
You're gonna cheer up now, Sid. Hi, babe!
Yes, hello!
Sid and I are just old friends.
Won't you join us?
No, thanks. Gladys just came to tell you Heinzie's out for blood.
Oh, Heinzie!
Came to the bowling alley looking for you. He knows you're out with Sid, and he's got a knife.
He talks dangerous, but he isn't. I think I'll just take a nap.
Babe, please.
Oh, dear! A fallen woman! That's what I am! I lost my dad!
I'm gonna get Prez to take you home, is that alright?
If Mr. Hassler ever finds out!
He won't find out.
I can't face myself! I better take another nap.
Prez, pay up for me and take Gladys home, will ya? Gladys? Oh, sure, Sid, sure. Glad to. I've got some important bookkeeping to do. Her's the cutest.
I remember you.
You got class, you know it. Her's the cutest.
No, him is the cutest.
What?
You corporate Romeo, I know what goes on with you. You'll tear out the heart, and if you can't, I'll pull your eyes out.
You don't need to drop anything, Heinzie. I see you.
You abandoned woman! You hussy!
After the way you behaved, taking your pants off in Mr. Hassler's office, don't touch me! Prez will see me home, and I'm glad I never married you!
Oh!
Mr. Hassler, could you come down to my office right away? It's pretty important, thanks. Sid, come in. Come in. Sorry to have to drag you out so early, but I knew you were having a union rally, and I wanted to talk to you first. That's okay, Sid.
I think I've got a hold of some facts that may clear up this whole mess.
Well, it better be quick. Either we get that 7.5-cent raise or we strike.
You're damn right.
What I want to ask is, will you keep your rally going until I get there and talk to you?
What about?
About solving this damn thing.
There ought to be a time limit.
All right, you're going to have a parade.
You sure are.
That'll give me time. I'll be at the rally.
That's fair enough.
Oh, Miss Williams, can I speak to you?
We'll wait for you downstairs, babe.
I know explanations are lousy.
No, Sid.
Babe, please, you've got to listen to me.
I don't want an explanation. It's humiliating.
But you mustn't think
I
that...
don't think anything. I don't care. Sid, if it's about you and Gladys, it's none of my business.
But it is your business.
Oh, the hell with that. I'm talking about something bigger.
Well, this is just great. Can't we even talk to each other and make sense anymore?
I don't see how. Not until this is over.
I've been eating mud long enough. I've had it.
What do you suggest, Sid?
Meet me after the rally?
Can't. I have a date.
Well, that's that.
I'll break it.
I gotta warn you, Vernon's not pulling this time of it out at all night, screaming and yelling!
Just calm down, Gladys. It'll be okay. I'll take him aside and tell him the whole story. In the meantime, here's your key.
Roll! Listen! I thought I heard something!
Oh, Heinzie, you damn fool! Look out!
I
Knife!
told you I heard something!
You heard something, all right. Well, I'm glad he's got that out of his system.
How do we know that he has? How do we know?
Just stop! It'll all be okay. Now, you.
Knife! I'm going to stop him!
I'll stop that big baby.
I hope this meeting turns out to be important.
around here?
North! I guess I better explain, Mr. Hassler.
I think somebody better. No! Someone trying to murder me!
I'll stop that!
It's Paul Senator Hickenlooper! It's a plot to murder me! They've imported gangsters from Chicago, the old Al Capone gang!
I don't think so, Mr. Hassler.
Don't argue with me! These use knives not to work on foreigners!
Mr. Hassler, it's...
There's people trying to murder me!
Mr. Hassler, it's...
They're marching! What's that?
It's the union rally. They're going to have a parade.
Hines, where have you been, man? On the job, there's people trying to murder me!
They're not after you, Mr. Hassler. They're after me.
Talk! Why doesn't somebody do something? Get me the police!
You don't want to arrest Hines, do you?
Hines?
He was trying to kill me. Gladys, have his head patched up.
All right, Vernon!
Mr. Hassler, I'm going before the board of directors.
You're what?
If I can't solve this any other way...
You know, sometimes I think...
I've been up all night with your ledger.
What did you say?
I apologize. I know you didn't hire me as a safecracker, but I had to get some facts. I've been through your books.
You mean to tell me that
That
you...
7.5 cents was added to the cost 6 months ago.
I can put you in jail! Yeah, that's what I can do, put you in jail!
No, you can't. But you can give that raise. If you don't, I'll go before the board and tell them the situation and tell them just how many orders have been canceled.
Not one damn order.
Read your mail. There's over a dozen cancellations. Mabel tried all day yesterday to tell you about Marks and Klein. And if this operation folds up, I fold with it. And I don't want to. So do me a favor. Sit down and talk to me. I got it all written down on paper.
What do you mean? Let's see.
I figured it out. I figured it out. With a pencil and a pad, I figured it out. 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot. 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king. I figured it out.
He figured it out.
I figured it out.
He figured it out.
With a pencil and a pad, I figured it out. Only 5 years from today. Only 5 years from today. I can see it all before me. Only 5 years from today. Only 5 years. Let's see. That's 260 weeks times 40 hours every week at roughly 2.25 hours overtime at time and a half overtime. Comes to exactly $852.74.
Wow!
That's enough for me to get an automatic washing machine, a year's supply of gasoline, carpeting for the living room,
A vacuum instead of a plastic room.
not to mention a 40-inch television set. So, although
7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot. 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king. I figured it out. She figured it out. She figured it out.
I figured it out with a pencil and a pad. I figured it out. Only 10 years from today. today. 10 years, let's see, that's 520 weeks times 40 hours every week, roughly 2¼ hours overtime at time and a half for overtime, comes to exactly $1,705.48.
Wow!
That's enough for me to get a trip to France across the seas, a motorboat with water skis, maybe even a foreign car, a charge account at the corner bar, not to mention a Scrabble board with letters made of gold. So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. They give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a king.
We figured it out.
They figured it out, they figured it out.
We figured it out.
With a pencil and a pad, they figured it out. Only 20 years from today.
Only 20 years from today.
I can see it like a vision. Only 20 years from today.
20 years, let's see, that's 1,030 weeks.
Times 40 hours every week.
At roughly 2¼ hours overtime at
Time and a half for overtime.
comes to exactly $3,411.96.
Wow!
That's enough for me to be a sultan in a Taj Mahal, in every room a different doll.
I'll have myself a buying spree. I'll buy a pajama factory. Then I can end up having old man Hassler work for me. So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing. But give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week. That's enough for me to be living like a
Perez! Yes? We can settle this strike.
How?
Sleep Tight can offer you a compromise.
What?
Mr. Hassler said he'll give you the 7.5 cents if you give up your claims for retroactive pay.
No, pass.
Listen, Sid, I don't know.
Well, I do. Let's get it over with. We've won.
We won?
Come on. Let's go.
See, I told you. This show is full of symbolism.
Sid, I could kiss you. You've been wonderful.
I don't want to be kissed for settling a strike. Of course, if it's anything personal.
Oh, very personal.
Embarrassing, I call it.
Tell me.
I love you.
Tell me.
I love you.
Tell me more.
What a man, I'll tell you. More than a lion loves her cub.
More than Limey loves his pub.
More than a flounder loves his fin.
More than a guzzler loves his gin. More.
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 More. There once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he slipped his dragon
she's a poison
for.
for.
They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more. But me, I love you more.
They'll never last. And now, we take you to one of the town's most popular establishments, where a party is being given jointly by Mr. Hassler and the union. We were told to dress for the occasion.
Attention! Step back more. Quiet! Quiet!
Now, ma'am.
Yes, MH?
I just want to say one word.
Okay, MH?
Fellow sleep tighters, this demonstration of 14-hour factory is something deep inside of me, and I know it stems from a genuine spirit of sleep tight solidarity!
It's time for the sweet, tight pajama fashion parade! Wear suit tight for all social functions.
Dresses are fine, but sleep tight's divine.
Sleep tight has it all. Grace, style, comfort.
I'm Grace.
I'm Style.
I'm Comfort.
Wear suit tight.
Now I trust her night and day. That's true love, the sleep tight way.
And another thing, sleep tight is like, no, go ahead. Let's just ignore this, shall we? Oh, look at that.
Married life is lots of fun.
Two can sleep as cheap as one.
The pajama game is the game we're in, and we're proud to be in the pajama game. We love it. We can hardly wait to wake and get to work at it. Nothing's quite the same as the